Hey, you, friends, family, and strangers. What a great day to figure out what's going on with my house. It's been 4 days since I've heard a single word about my house. Actually, it's been a lot longer than that since I've heard a word about my house, but it's been 4 days since I've asked my realtor to do anything, do any kind of work. Basically, 4 days ago, he told me, or I told him, that we can accept a previous offer from a previous buyer to go ahead and fire that through the channels. Let's go ahead and do that so we can be proactive and avoid any kind of foreclosure deadlines. And he said, gotcha. I'll send it to the title company. I signed a deal. It was some kind of renewal of an old policy. It was a very, very short document that I signed that just said, hey, this is for the old document, so we're signing the old document. So I said, okay. And he told me, title now have it. It's been sent to title, which means the title company is going to take that mofo, take a gander at it, put it through their system, run it around the farm, put it up the tutor of all the booters, and see if it's ready to rock and roll. I think 4 days is long enough. I'm pretty sure it doesn't take that long to make sure there's no holds on the title. I think 4 days is long enough to go ahead and get that closing date scheduled. Blah, blah, blah. However, I don't want to ask my realtor for a status because that's just so frustrating right now at this point. This particular realtor and me have went around so many times now, going back, a month and a half, 2 months now, where I am constantly just asking this person to do something. I know it sounds screwed up because they're the licensed sales agent and I'm not. I get all that. But I think you already know. You've heard me talk about this realtor for a while now in these videos. I give you real updates as to what's going on every effing day, damn near. So, because it just pains my brain a little bit more than I have capacity to pain my own brain, I think I'm going to go ahead and try to reach out to the title company we were previously last with to see if they have my property on file and just basically go over his head and just work with them to see if they're the ones who have it. And if they don't for some reason, then I'll text him and say, what title company are we working with? And the fact that I even have to ask after 4 days of crickets is it's very annoying. It's a lot more frustrating than I thought it would ever be. See, now, as you know, the dynamics are different. I have a roof over my head, so it doesn't matter how long he fucks around. It doesn't matter how vague his texts are or how much he completely ignores my scheduling or financial limitations when it comes to offers and dates and blah, 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 because that's what he was classically good at. That was my experience this whole time. And I don't think much has changed. We're 4 days in, zero status. I don't think it's too much to ask or expect your realtor to pop in on day 4 with a little status of what they know about your potential sell of your house. If I'm crazy, then I guess I'm crazy. But from where I'm crazily sitting, I don't think that's too much to ask. So it's frustrating to a point where not only that, but I know from experience with this particular realtor, I'm actually going to get a far more direct, informative answer just by reaching out to the title company themselves and kind of just pretending I don't even have a realtor. Isn't that sad? that my realtor is going to get a big fat commission, though his client is avoiding giving him work to do throughout the day every 4 days now. That's sad. But that's what's about to happen. So basically, when I hear from him, it'll be because he's asking something from me, but I'm pretty much going to just reach out to the title company that we dealt with last time and see if they have my house on file and if we can move forward with what's the title status, are we good, and when's the closing date. So we'll see. I need to get in there to the probably a pre-signing and sign everything as soon as I can, as soon as that's available, and then just keep in mind when the actual signing deadline is for the other party, so at least I have a date to check back in with them and say, hey, did it ever happen? Am I getting paid? Is hell gonna freeze over? Does my realtor even exist anymore? Did he fucking bounce like Don Lewis and go to the Philippines or something? Should I care? I'm gonna try not to, but it's just frustrating. So that's what's going on, unfortunately. I'm gonna try to reach out to them, see what the hell's going down. I'm also gonna put a little tax shit together. As boring as that may be, but hey, I have to do this right now in order for us to get back on the normal content road where we can go see and do fun stuff. So if I didn't like just fully expose my personal life for content, then I would probably like stay up all night long and do as much work as I can. That way the next day I can go and try to like be normal when it comes to content. But I don't necessarily have to, because I've been told by many that the house journey, the apartment seeking journey, blah, 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 was pretty interesting stuff. Just keep talking about the real stuff going on, and then we'll get back to what you call normal when we can. But in the meantime, I've been enjoying the daily struggle. So I said, okay, I'll keep it up. I'll keep doing what I'm doing, but I'm getting nervous, paranoid, because I don't think the struggle at this particular moment is interesting enough to justify not going out and filming content for you. But it has to be done. I have to be grounded for a couple more days. I have to get some stuff figured out. I have to do tax shite, and that's my fault. Like, I can't wait for next year to have my checklist ready to rock and roll and have a steady roof over my head to know where my stuff is, document-wise, mail, blah, blah, blah. It's been a mishigash from hell, is all I'm trying to say. But anyways, enough intro. Enough of you in my face bothering me with your morning breath. How about you, for now, just go ahead. Whether you're pissed at me or not, you know what? Just gather your things and let's do it.
You're a loser.
If Trump was here, he'd be pissed. I feel like all my time's just getting eat up in the kitchen. Hot cocoa mix in my coffee. Look, dude. Put some frozen taters in there for sizzlings. It's taking forever. It's on. I can feel the heat. Fucking gimdick. Once I get these good and sauteed up and shit, I'm going to throw a couple eggs in there, stir fry them in together, throw a little dash in there. I thought this was Mrs. Dash, but it's just Dash, which is horse shit. But hopefully this is still good. Hopefully Dash and Mrs. Dash got a co-agreement on their recipe. But look, trying to get stuff done today, trying to be productive, but I'm hung up. I feel like I've worked the morning shift at a restaurant. I'm pretty sure I'm never cooking again, except for when you're here and you're on my couch with your boobs out and we're talking while I'm making you breakfast. Oh, wait, I don't have a fucking couch. That's right. Got some Dash on there seasoned up. I'm going to stir it up until these start to turn golden brown. Then I'm going to throw a couple eggs on there and fry it in, baby. Whew! Thought I'd check this email account real quick just to make sure the title office hasn't sent anything, and they haven't. So let's give them a call and see why 4 days on there's no kind of status update of any kind. Who knows? Maybe the foreclosure process is start. Maybe it would be wiser for me to just move back into my fucking house for the 27th time. I'm glad I called. So my house is so stupid. If I don't call and do the work for this motherfucker, then I have no idea what's going on unless I just do it all myself. So just sell your property on your own, I guess. What does he do? Contacts a buyer, and then his broker puts together the contract and then sends that to the title office? I can do that. Why not? Yeah. Wouldn't you just call like your county escrow office anyways and be like, I want to sell my house, what do I do? Don't they like have to tell you all the steps anyways? Anyway, in 8 days, my house is scheduled to close. So stupid. Why I had to call to find that out, I have no idea. No idea. But she said, I don't know why that date was chosen. And I said, is it just like auto-generated as a placeholder or what? What I'm going to do is confirm that, because I guess I'm supposed to call my escrow lady to double confirm that. I don't even know what I'm confirming. I was just told to get a hold of her, my escrow supervisor or whatever, and confirm why that date was set. I'm like, okay. Because I was asking, so is that closing date real? Like, does the buyer even know? I mean, I didn't know. I don't even know what we're doing here. Have you sent for the title restrictions and came back, everything was good to go, or what? She's like, I'm not really sure. You have to talk to her. Then, of course, she's not in the office. So I'll just call back tomorrow, I guess. Story of my fucking life, boys. I'm so over it. Plus, I was sitting here earlier just kind of like sad, like, I hope I did the right thing. I hope I fucking did the right thing. If you want some comfortable amenities and a little place to, I don't know, chill, go ahead. But if you want to reach the bigger goal, paying down your house, having land outright, and going from there, you ain't going to do it in no fucking apartment, bruh. But I was in a situation where I couldn't work on that goal anyways. Couldn't even clear my mortgage half the time because a lot of my money was going to upkeep. I don't have that problem here, obviously. So then you have to think like, okay, so what am I giving up if I get an apartment? I'm giving up a yard and poison ivy and mowing all day Saturday. I'm giving up fucking... So what I'm asking you is, if everything was good to go at the house and it was the way I bought it and it didn't just fall apart like within 2 years of me buying it, if it still was nice and wasn't a shit heap, then what would I be giving up by coming to an apartment? The maintenance, being in a 5-bedroom house alone with a big ass yard to deal with. Let me chink. I don't know what else. I mean, I know what I was dealing with. I just don't know how to word it. It was, the bad outweighed the good, okay? Believe that. And you can go reference the massive tour, the detailed history of my house explained in a lengthy tour. That video gives a lot more insight into all the stuff that was bothering me, I guess. Anyways, I just want to get this crap done so I can move forward with my freaking existence. And I want to get paid, but I'm trying to do my finances to where if I don't sell the house, I can still figure out what to do financially. That would make me feel a lot better. I think my depression would lift if I just got my ass going. But last couple nights, I come home and I don't even set an alarm because I am fucking beat, son. And I'm just gonna have to, quit being a big old fucking pussy and set an alarm and get up and rock that shit. So, who knows? It could happen. I mean, I wouldn't hold your breath, but yeah. So right now I'm gonna do attack shit again. And get ready for work. And pretty much this will be another day where I didn't achieve anything. And I'm going to be pissed the fuck off because of that. I guess to feel like I've achieved something, I should try to do a little bit more tax prep. And move some more shit in from the garage. And that's it. But not knowing what's the hell going on all the way with the house is frustrating. Apparently, I'm just a frustrating mess, but I'm choosing to make it public because we were dedicated to a daily upload. And this is it, unfortunately. So if I didn't talk about what's going on with me, and I waited until the timing was right to put something else up, something fun, then there would be like an average of 4 days in between each video. And that's not what you pay for. Duh. Well, what do we have here? I've been holding a coffee piss for about a half an hour trying to get this done before it's time to get ready for work, but guess what? It's too frickin' tall. I gotta put these on instead. Damn it. Didn't realize till after. Stay there, don't roll away, you son of a bitch. But in any event, look, not bad, eh? To take those tall legs off and replace them with these, I also have to take this freaking cocker ring off too at the bottom, so it'll probably be too tall for another couple months till I get around to finally fucking fixing it. You know how things go around here. Just take a look. Isn't that sad? And just like that, my friends, through the power of cinema magic, it is raining. It is pouring. The old man is snoring. And it is dark as shit. Well, we didn't make it to the storage unit, so I didn't get to film some riveting, compelling, exciting footage of me relocating shit that I own, shit that I really only got joy from buying, not really any joy from using it. That's about 80% of what I own. You didn't get to see me move stuff around, which is sad, but hey, we did kind of build a stool, a bar stool in the video. I know that was probably very exciting to watch. So, hey, you get what you paid for, right? But friends, you might get to watch me fly off the roadway because I can't see shit out here when the roads are wet. To me, when the roads are wet, they just look like a mirror. And all I see is reflection. I don't really see where the lines are that well. But I can kind of see where the grass is over there, so that helps. And by the way, you can see a lot better than I can because this camera picks up a lot of light that my eye does not. My eye pretty much sees like this. I hit the pauser because that truck was taking forever. Yeah, that's pretty much what I can see. If I would just look through the preview on the camera at this zoom, I would probably be able to drive a lot better. But anyways, I thought because we're not going to the storage unit, perhaps I will at least go into my garage, close the door behind me, spend some time organizing it. I need to get what taken up to the apartment pretty much in one corner, what's getting donated or sold in the other corner, and what's staying in the garage, at least for now, in the back of the garage. Then I had a change of heart, you know? I'm just so dog tits up tired. I don't want to F-word with it right now. So, at least we got to find out today that my house, for those of you who've enjoyed the saga of my house and apartment hunting and my realtor problems, at least for those folks, we got to see today that there actually is a closing date already scheduled for the sale of my home. Would love to get confirmation on how the title inquiry went. Just want to make sure there's nothing holding it off. There certainly wasn't the last 2 times. And I'm assuming it's fine as far as like getting too close to foreclosure time. I'm assuming we're not still too close, and I'm fairly comfortable in saying that I don't have to worry about that. The house will sell before she gets foreclosed upon. But in any event, this video might be suitable for file number 9, aka the fuck it bucket, aka the trash can, because this might be all we do. Hear me bitch about my life, me drive to work, and then me drive home. Isn't that exciting? But tomorrow, you might get to watch me crack open and apply to my lips alcohol for the first time. Not a drop has entered my system since I was 21 years old. And I am now 38. I gotta slow it down because I can't see shit. I know there's a curve somewhere. I see the orange lines. Not to say we'll be filming me getting drunk. That's not the point. We're gonna take it easy. We're not immature like we was in our 20s. Drinking as much as we can to see how blitzed we can get. That is old thinking, immature, young person thinking. We are old and sophisticated beings now. We're gonna crack open an early times Kentucky whiskey, most likely tomorrow, no promises. We're gonna fill up a small cup to the brim with ice, and then we're gonna pour in some early times up until about a half full glass, which given the ice really is only about a quarter glass, and then we're stopped. That'll be it for that first intro back into what do they call it? Wine and spirits, even though it's not wine. I don't know. Where you drink but you don't get goofy. Basically how mature people drink. I don't know what you call that, but it is possible, we may experience such a tickling journey together tomorrow. But for now, my friends, let's get on home. See if we can watch it rain from the balcony a little bit. The pile of crap in front of the front door is starting to grow. It'll get to the point where I just have to step over mountains of shit to enter the rest of the apartment. So I should probably get this stuff organized, because to not bring something up with me is not going to happen anytime soon. Every trip up those steps would be a wasted trip if I did not bring something up with me. Listen to the beautiful sounds of rain out here. You see that search beacon in the distance? It's showing very well in this foggy atmosphere. Well, friends, family, strangers, why don't we get ready to hang it up for the night? I'm going to grab a smidge to eat, probably. Every single day before work, I overeat. I feel like a fat pig. And I tell myself, I should go back to not eating after work. I'll feel better. But when you've worked a long day and you're hungry, tired and weary, that is very hard to pull off. That goal, that challenge, so to speak. So, I'm dabbling in, there's Chucky and Taff, dude. So I am dabbling in trying to summon the discipline to get my mind changed properly. So far, it's been a little wishy-washy, which is sad to admit, but it is fact nonetheless. Today at work, I felt for about an hour kind of depressed. I'm kind of beating myself up over a lot of things I didn't get accomplished these last couple of days, like taxes. I feel like it has gone way past the excuses phase, and it's more in the I am my own worst excuse phase right now. This bar stool feels nice, even though it's way too tall. I need to, as I said earlier, change the legs. I would have laughed if that would have put out a beautiful whistle sound. Yeah. So, my excuses were, I thought, pretty legit up until like 3 days ago when I should have had this shit done by now. There's no procrastinating. There's no procrastinating that I can justify anymore, is what I'm trying to say. So, hopefully, with any luck, whoa, the back moves. That freaked me out. The way moves. Hopefully, tomorrow, Dick's crossed, I can get my ass up early. If I wake up and feel early, I feel like I'm in productivity mode, which is weird. Like if I sleep in and let's say I have 5 hours before I need to work, the fact that I slept in, it just puts me in a bad mood. The other day I got up and just stared at the wall for like several minutes, just mad that I slept in. There's so much I need to do. I have time to do stuff if I would just get up and do stuff after I wake up. But I like to get up early and get a head start, because even when I get up early and don't procrastinate, I do it so I have time to procrastinate, to get up, have a couple of coffee, take a jet, and do things that just like make me so I don't feel so rushed. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out if I'm saying this right. Anyways, I just thought I would share that with you in case it makes the video make a little bit more sense as far as the slow pace we've been going and as far as what to expect coming up. But like I said the other day or earlier, or whenever the hell I said it, what you should expect coming up is us getting back to having a blasty blast. That's right. I'm going to try to get back to having a full-blown finger blast for you, because I think it's better content. See, if I don't have this dramatic story to tell, my life's coming together a little bit piece by piece, then it's time to get our itses back on the road. Will that happen tomorrow? No. Will it happen the next day? There's a lot better chance than ever before, I can tell you that much. Okay? But, friends, family, enough of you trying to convince me to tell you all my dirty little secrets, all my embarrassments, all my personal beating myself up, all my personal failures. Enough of that. Enough of you tricking me into talking about those things. It is now time for you to zip the lips and let me go to bed. Let me wash up for the night and get ready to crash out. It is hot as shit in this apartment because some genius wanted to save power by turning the air off. Plus, I didn't know if it'd be cold tonight anyways. So I thought maybe I could get lucky and just come back to a nice, cool apartment anyways. Not the case. I got to turn the AC back on so I can take a nice shower and then lay in bed and hopefully sleep in a nice, air-conditioned apartment. Doesn't that sound sad? I don't know. Something about that just seems sad. It's like beautiful, but I guess the sad part is I'm feeling like I'm rocking this shit at my lonesome. I'm not lonely. I have a social life. I have a dating life. I have an active life, so to speak. I try to bring you in on the shit that is well suited for public consumption, believe it or not. The rest of the things, like a friend of mine, may not want their interactions with me chronicled here. So sometimes these clips or lack of clips can make it look like I am not a man about town, which I kind of am, especially at work, because I interact with people all day long at work, and at the end of a work day, I don't want to interact with anybody. 9 times out of 9 times, I want to say, fuck you, I'm so not hanging out with you, because I see you enough at work. You drive me nuts at work, you're going to drive me nuts outside of work. But in any event, whether that sounds sad or not, I cannot wait to curl up and call it a day. I'm going to try like hell to feel and be 10 times more productive tomorrow than I was on this beautiful day. Even though I shouldn't beat myself up, because I did figure it out today that my house actually has a closing date scheduled. If I'd have just sat there and did literally nothing, like I feel like I pretty much did, then I would still be wondering what the hell is going on with that. And part of me is still wondering what the hell is going on with that, because I need to call them. And my escrow lady, or whoever she was, told me to contact my actual escrow manager person, official lady kicking ass for me, I guess, sorta, to figure out, quote, why that date was set. Okay, works for me. I will call and figure that out through her, I guess, tomorrow. I'm dabbling with going to a different oil change place and getting my oil changed tomorrow, because I know I'll feel so much better once that's done. And I just want to get these last few tax documents ready and rocking. I need to figure out how to upload them on the documents portal with H&R Block. And then after that, I'll try not to focus on getting furniture in the apartment. Instead, I will focus on getting back out and filming some cool shit for us here on Dougalo Nation. I'm literally sweating in this shirt. This is brutal. Let's see what the temp is in here. Oh, damn. I just stepped on a plug. It's only 73, but it feels like it's fucking 93 right now. I'm setting this bitch to 68 right now. Whew skis. Plus, like, Ohio is, like, so famous for this insanely muggy, wet, hot summers. It's like stepping out into a sauna, and it sucks. A dry heat is so much more comfortable. Although it does eat ass on its own, it's so much more comfortable than a wet heat, because it just sticks to you, and you feel extra freaking gross. And I'm already feeling that now. So I probably warned you that I will transition from complaining about how cold it is to complaining about how hot it is. And I grew up in Ohio. I've been here for 80 years. I can tell you from more experience than anyone ever that we really only have like 2 days of spring. We go from, I hate the wintertime, this shit sucks, to 2 days of spring where it feels nice, to it's a muggy, hot oven. And I think that's pretty much started today. Anyways, enough talking about the weather, enough talking about your grandma's bunions. Let's get our asses to bed. I gotta go, but hey, thank you so much for watching. Sorry the video's eating ass lately, but what are you gonna do? Huh? We're getting there, okay? We're getting there, all right? We're getting there, so shut it. Don't worry about helping me. Don't worry about sharing this link with all your dumb buddies, even though it helps me a lot. Don't worry about contacting me directly by emailing dougalonation@gmail.com. Don't worry about that. Just worry about the fact that I will be with you again, like always, like motherfucking clockwork, at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, like always, 7 a.m., 7 days a week. You'll see me bright and on the fresh again tomorrow morning, like always. But until then, don't be a douche. I mean, douche.